In section 5.2, we'll be writing the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. We'll be using slope-intercept form, and the v will not be given. So in section 5.1 of our book, you could easily calculate or find the v value, because every y-intercept will take the form 0, b. But in this section, you might just be given something like, here's a point, and here's a point. Have some fun. So I think the most important thing to know before you start this section is that when you have slope-intercept form of a line, the m is your slope and the b is your y-intercept. It's the point on the y-axis where the line crosses the y-axis. And if we're going to plug in a value for the m, and if we're going to use these coordinates to plug in values for, let's say, the y and the x, and we're going to solve for b, I would say it's the fractions that we should really be focusing in on. So if we get out our graphing calculator and we try to just solve for b like we would in chapter 3, do you recall that you could hit alpha y equals and put in a -7 on the top, a 13 on the bottom, and that you have to move over before you multiply by 5? Times by 5. So you're going to be solving for b in these problems. And so it's your chapter 3 inverse skills that you'll have to fine tune. For example, right here, -3 plus 35/13. So you'll learn more about plugging in your x's and y's in class, but to wind up all of your problems, you're going to go back to slope-intercept form, and you're going to use the m that will either be given or that you will calculate off of a graph or using the slope formula. And then you'll plug in the b that, generally speaking, you'll be finding. And you'll keep the x's and the y's in there, because that will end up being the general form for the equation of the line that will work for any point on that line, not just the points that are given. Good luck in this lesson.